If you're a local service-based business, you probably know what I'm talking about. You sign up for Tech or Angie, and for every lead that they send you, they charge you. And it's a pretty high fee as well. Sometimes $50, $80, even as high as $100 per lead. And there's no guarantee behind that lead either. That person on the other end, the potential customer, could just be asking for multiple quotes. So they sent out a request to maybe 5 or even 10 services. Or maybe they're just kicking tires and they just say hello and you don't get anything back. And now you're out $100 potentially per lead. And you multiply that by a bunch of them throughout the month. And then Tech or Angie sends you an invoice for that amount. It's quite high. So there has to be a better way to do this. And now that we have artificial intelligence, we have all sorts of automation, this should be basically a free service where a user, in this case a customer, submits their service request by entering a prompt, essentially a text, and hitting go. And then based on that text message, the system, Sarasota Pro, will identify which service is best suited to meet that demand. And then the system will send a text alert or an email, or both, to the business owner saying, hey, here's a lead, here's a potential customer, do you want it? And then that business could accept the lead and then solve whatever the problem is. They get the contact info for the user, for the customer, and then they can solve the problem. Now where Thumbtack and Angie insert themselves into this mix is they charge the business owner just to say accept. Whether you get a deal or not, they just say, yes, you're going to pay us $50 just because we sent you this information. And the customer doesn't really know much either because they're just, like I said, asking for questions as any homeowner would do. So the way we designed SarasotaPro.com, it's just for Sarasota right now. We're trying this out. And it's going to be completely free for both the customers who need services and then the service businesses who are offering those services. And so the way this works is the customer will come to SarasotaPro.com. This will be available on their mobile or laptop or any device that they have. And they'll explain what their issue is. So for example, if I said I need an electrician, as long as you're descriptive enough for somebody on the other end to understand what you're asking, the AI will just match it for you. And then you can also submit a picture if you have the particular thing that you're explaining. Let's just put in a random picture for now. Then let's hit next. Now we go over to the details. So they need to know where you actually live. So let's just put in some random address about LA. That works. Now it'll be for an appropriate address within Sarasota, of course. When do you need this done by? So it could be within a week, or they're maybe just putting some quotes together, a few days, need it within 24 hours, or it's an emergency, like something's on fire, I'm out right now. So I'll just say within 24 hours and then hit next. And then now it needs your information. So just put in what people call you, what your phone number is, as in where do you want the business owner to reach out to you, and then enter an email. So I'll put this one and then say this, and then find my pro. And that's it. So what's happening in the background is this request is now going over to an AI called Lindy, and it's organizing what you just entered by using Gemini Pro. It's categorizing that you, in fact, need an electrician at this address. And then Lindy will go through Sarasota Pro's database to see which service-based businesses match this request. So it's really looking for electricians within the database. And then when it matches on those electricians, it will automatically send them text messages to their phone and then also email alerts to their devices. And then the service owners can hit accept, basically. And here's the key part. The business owners, it's a race for them to accept the lead. The first business owner that responds yes is the one that gets the lead. So there's no multiple businesses that are going to hound the customer. It's just one person, whoever was available at that time, gets the lead. They essentially get the contact information for the lead, and then they can communicate and set up their own appointment. So that's kind of how it works. It's super easy for users, very intuitive. Just a couple of things that you got to enter. You don't have to talk to anybody necessarily. You can just use your voice command and then enter it as well. And then you can submit multiple requests. If you're looking for plumbing, the electrician, the painter, whatever the case is, you can submit that and get a service to call you. From the business perspective, it's completely free to sign up. You just go to SarasotaPro.com and you come down here where it says join our network. So when you click on join our network, it's going to give you a form that you can fill out, and then it'll be your application to join the network. And so we can do this one as well. So over here, you just fill in your name, give an email address, listings, and then put in your phone number, business name, solutions, and then, oh, right. So then what is your primary service? These are the categories that the system will match you on. You can pick other if it's not in this category, but try to fit within this category first if you can. And if it's not here, let us know. We're going to add more categories as we continue to build this platform out. So for now, let's just say it was an electrician. And then where do you want to receive your text messages for the business? And then where do you want to receive the emails? And then you have to consent. And then business description, right? This is how you tell the system what type of business you are or what services you offer. And then you can put your license number in here just to be more legit, but you don't have to, and then submit. And there you go. It's been submitted in the back. You can sign up via Google. So you'll have a nice little dashboard where you can check your application status or look at your leads that are coming in. And so the first folks to sign up are going to be getting the leads. We're also going to advertise this via Facebook ads and Google ads to the users within Sarasota. This is a trial that we're trying to do, make sure this minimum viable product works. And then we'll start looking at expanding or adding additional services. So if you want to be part of the Founders Club and get free leads, then go ahead and jump on and start accepting those leads. Thank you.